Nicolas Melman. I'm from Buenos Aires, Argentina. I work with music and sound. I work as a composer for theater, dance, films, television. I did a lot of children's music. I do my own music, which I will perform here today. Combining instruments, acoustic instruments and electronics, and some objects too. And then I also do more sound art projects, more research around sound and sound installations. I study electroacoustic music composition and then sound art. I tend to combine sometimes social issues with sound. I did a project that is called something called data sonification, which is to transform data into sound with programming. So I work with a software called MaxMSP, and I did a research on the Argentina economy and especially in the inflation, because Argentina has right now 100% of inflation per year. That means that prices grow constantly. So I did a project that I create a system that transform numbers into music, and I did some kind of chamber music, orchestra music. With big data from the economy and the inflation, for example. Here I'm combining instruments, electronics, and field recordings, and also spoken word, and I try to create some kind of narrative with sound, inspired by filmmakers like Derek Jarman, for example, that I grew up. I try to somehow create a movie, but just with sound. It's a little bit abstract, but also with melodies and harmonies. Maybe it's not a proper story, like a storytelling, but I create different, climax and ups and downs, and yeah, somehow I think it as a narrative, maybe somehow related with radio theater or Hörspiel, this German tradition of. I like to experiment with different instruments, and I tend to tour a lot. So I also, for a very practical thing, I try to use small instruments for traveling. I like to experiment with almost everything. It's I think it more as a sound fount than a proper instrument. So. Interested on ethnomusicology, and I use a lot of recordings of folkloric rural music from all over the world, some old recordings of the north of Argentina, for example, that was transmitted like just in an oral way, like without any kind of notation or even that was not officially recorded in a studio. It was more like recordings made by ethnomusicologists, in situ. It's a really nice experience to travel and to do what I do and to expose it to different audiences and to connect with local people. Sometimes I use recordings connected with the place where I'm performing, and I think it's a very interesting way of meeting local people and